Welcome back to Destination Playdate. I am your host, Attack Slug, and today's game is called Rocket Bytes, out now on itch for a price of pay what you want. Let's hop in. I love any game that has a custom launching animation, so let's hit A right now. That's cool. I like that. And so I will continue my journey in Rocket Bytes, and you will see what kind of game this is. My closest reference is a game called Solar Jetman on the NES back in 1990. But this does not allow for hitting anything without dying. That game had damage. This game is like, nah, you hit a wall, you're done. Therefore, be extremely careful. There are currently 15 main mission stages in here, and it seems to be a high score because it keeps track of how many times you die. It's not, hey, you have lives, it's, hey, it counts up when you die, and then when you finish, I guess that is your high score, or low score, as it would currently be. But there are bits of fuel to collect. Now, if I die, I keep those bits of fuel, but I do go back to the start of where the stage began. So you aren't totally boned on getting all 6 pieces of fuel if you die, like at this point in the stage, which I just did right there. I'm still at 3 out of 6. So we still need 3 more, and then we must encounter the giant rocket ship and then get out of the stage. So, controls here, I am just cranking the crank and tapping up on the D-pad to use the thrusters. Now you can use A. I think personally for my hands that would be a bit uncomfortable, but you know, there's that. But I now need that one final bit of fuel, and it's all about managing your thrust and how much you use, because if you get too fast, you're gonna go out of control because it's outer space. And I just screwed up there. I need one more, man. I need one more to escape this stage. So I will say, as compared to flying around on the NES in that game, at least now there's the crank. And having that fine-tuned analog controls is quite welcome for the kind of game this is. But make no mistake, it is extraordinarily difficult and requires a lot of concentration. And there, I made it to the big ship, and we get to leave the stage successfully. I'm only at 7 deaths in this game thus far. And this is a couple stages in out of the 15. There are also 3 bonus stages, and you can make your own stages. So that's pretty cool. But this seems, yeah. I got it, but at the same time, yeah. So, what else is out here in this stage? It's kind of this is the game, right? So, whether or not this is going to be interesting, the motto here is pay what you want, so it can be free, or if you feel there is value here, then certainly send some of those dollars to the game's creators. But, in the meanwhile, let's try to get this stage finished, and then I'll show you other options in the menu, and we'll call things, so there's not much more to explain here in Rocket Bytes. It's very self-explanatory, but hey, it's fun, and that's the important part. So we got one more, and that one more is next to the ship. So we gotta go past the ship, and then come back. The ship is not a thing you can crash into, so thankfully you're good there. And then we're at 11 deaths now, and I'm not sure how the ship launches when I would hit a wall there and die, but look, I'm sure there's lore for that somewhere, right? So it goes on from there. So we're going to go into the game menu, right? We have continue, we have start new game, we have user levels, which I think it sounds like there is a way to get in other users' levels if you put the Playdate into data mode on your computer. But again, there's also 3 bonuses here to begin with, in addition to the 15 that are in the standard game. And it's just, you know, more of what you were already doing in that standard game. Also, there is a, obviously, level editor, so I can create new and, you know, name it, you know, to be continued. And now, I can go around here, and I can place different tiles, much like that are all in the game itself, and make my own stages. As hard or as easy as I want them to be, that's pretty cool here on the Playdate. I appreciate that a whole lot. I'm not going to use it, but man, it's cool it's in here. And I can make it white, I can make it black, I can do that whole 1-bit deal. But in the meantime, there's also some extras, including level select and the music box. And that is, hey, what does this sound like? Right? Alright, here's your cool soundtrack, but also the crank. It is now chopped and screwed here in the sound test menu, the soundtrack menu. Anytime there are extra options, I'm always a fan of extra options. Also, the opening and ending cutscene and some links for the developer. Obviously, link for this game that'll be in the description because that's how I do here on this channel. Anyhow, I am your host, Attack Slug. This is Destination Playdate. Keep on cranking. Again, Rocket Bytes, link in the description. More videos right here, and I'll see you next time. And I'm out.